organization while obsessing 24/7 on Jews. And it's acceptable in leftist ideology to kind of go along with the idea that there is a Jewish conspiracy of colonialism. That's the spin. The Klan says it's a Jewish conspiracy of banking. And then the left says, no, it's a Jewish conspiracy of basically fascist capitalism. And then when you look at it, you know, most legends like this have some kernel of truth. There are a bunch of big financiers and people like the Rothschilds that are Jewish. There are a bunch of Fed chairmen and people of the past that have been Jewish. And certainly that's something that a lot of Jews work to be in the top of finance because it's a very prestigious position. Just like you go in to find the top heart surgeon and maybe out of 10 of them in your city, you know, half of them are Jewish. So, I mean, nobody can deny the fact that Jews are, on average, overachievers, high educations. All I know is this statement that Jews are evil inherently when Jews are such a diverse group of people and constantly fighting with each other like every other group and runs the gamut from right-wing to communist to libertarian, like Aaron Russo, or Matt Drudge or so many others. I'm just sick of the stereotyping. And then the globalist above that, the very same globalists that use socialism as their control system, they are using Jews as, again, the bygone boogeyman to basically scapegoat the whole debate and just say, well, if it wasn't for Jews, there wouldn't be any problems in this world. Really, Mao Zedong killed 80-something million people, if you believe the Chinese numbers. CIA says 65, 64, 66 million. There weren't any Jews involved in that last time I checked. And I've just seen losers throughout my life who will blame a racial or religious group for all of their problems because they themselves don't want to get up and work hard and take action and work with other people and have a good attitude. That's what it comes down to. And this comes from somebody who's been savaged by the leftist arm of the Jewish lobby, not so much the Israel lobby, because, again, there's subgroups within all these groups. It's too simple just to use one name. They've lied about me. They've come after me. They've demonized me. They've said I'm anti-Semitic. They've said I'm racist. They've said I want to get cops killed. I mean, George Soros is a Jew, and he's a Nazi collaborator who helped round up and ferret out and rob Jews. He admits it. He's proud of it. He said he's not ashamed of it. He, quote, survived. The guy runs organizations dedicated to shutting down talk radio, internet freedom, and this show. He gave $196 million with the U.S. government matching him and the Ford Foundation. The Ford Foundation is basically governmental. That came out in Congress in the 70s and the church committees. Anthony Sutton got the documents. So the globalists and the government want to destroy me. So if being anti-Semitic means I'm against a Nazi collaborator Jew who's anti-free speech and anti-America, then I'm anti-Semitic. You better believe it. Just like both my grandfathers in World War II must have been anti-Semitic, both almost dying in the Army Air Corps. I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of it. I don't like a bunch of the stuff Israel's doing. Israel's corrupt like any other country. Let's get that straight and stop acting like it's on a pedestal and can do no wrong. We should criticize Israel when Israel does evil, corrupt stuff, like helping fund al-Qaeda to take down Libya and take down Syria, and that is immoral and wrong. But you can't just then obsess over Israel involved. You got to then say Turkey, Saudi Arabia, the U.S., France, NATO, British intelligence, up to their eyeballs in it. And that's my point, is that you cannot just sit there and point at one group and say they're the problem. It's more complex than that. The Rothschilds are on record, at least one of the 5 arms of the family, financing Hitler. You can look that up. But then some Rothschilds didn't get out of France and were killed by the Nazis. There's been books written on it. A lot of rich Jews ran operations with the Nazis, fencing Jews out of Europe, making them pay them money or only going to Israel. That's why people like Dr. Pachinik, who's Jewish, is so angry at the Jewish lobby, because he knows a lot of them are the children of rich Jews who made their fortunes sucking off Jews like Madeleine Albright. So, I mean, these are the dirty secrets. And you know, as someone who is a lay historian, it's just all right there. And it's too complex. And so there's an obsession with Jews, an obsession with Israel, I'm obsessed with people and their personal ideas and what they stand for. Like Martin Luther King said, that's what I'm into. We'll be back to talk about Netanyahu's speech. Take your calls and more.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
Hey, Boomer! I learned in school today that 60% of our bodies are made of water. Good thing we have the Berkey system. It's the cleanest, best water ever. Mom says it's because the Berkey's filtration system cleans out the bad stuff and leaves only pure, delicious water. I know, right? You love it too. Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get some. Get Berkey Clean Water by calling 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Or visit GoBerkey.com.
It's time to kick some ash because cigarettes have met their match. Smokers are switching to Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig because when you kick ash, you kick tar and smelly smoke too. LeSig smokes the competition with real people customer service, a 7-day satisfaction guarantee, and same-day fast free shipping. Become a vapor today at LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes. Kick some ash. Attention Alex Jones listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to Alex Jones unfiltered and untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-562-5136. Try it now to listen to Alex Jones 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-562-5136. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear Alex Jones untapped and off the grid, just call 1-605-562-5136.
As the New World Order continues to tighten its grip on every facet of our lives, we're all asking ourselves, how can we maintain our independence? The answer is clear. Get prepared, and you get prepared now. Now the only question left is, where do we begin? My Patriot Supply is here to help. Call 800-247-3070 to get started with your 72-hour emergency food supply for only $10. We're even covering the cost of shipping. Are you willing to rely on the government and FEMA in the event of an emergency? Call 800-274-3070 to get started with your 72-hour emergency food supply for only $10. You won't be able to find this deal online, and there is a strict limit of 4 per caller, so don't wait. Call now, 800-274-3070. That's 800-274-3070. Call right now.
Usually, the older one gets, the less you are able to absorb amino acids and the less you are able to repair the 100 trillion cells of your body. As a result, you'll have less energy, your tissues will shrink, and you'll become wrinkled. An older person will typically injure more easily and heal more slowly. Not fun. However, if you can consume a protein powder that is easier to absorb, then you may be able to gain back some strength, muscle, and speed of recovery. One World Whey is a highly digestible whey protein powder that may be the perfect answer for you.
My name is Errol. I'm 74 years old. You know, the taste of One World Whey is amazing. I play pickleball, and since taking One World Whey and your trace mineral supplement, I have more energy and recover faster from my working out. I used to take another grass-fed whey protein powder, but now I'm getting much better results using One World Whey.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com.
Alex Jones here, back live. We're going to be going over some of Benjamin Netanyahu's speech. I want to give you, the American people, but also folks living in the Middle East, folks living in Israel, a chance to call in and give us your take, first-time callers, on what you think of Netanyahu's speech and the bizarre arm-flapping and chicken with a head cut off behavior of Obama and Pelosi trying to keep him from speaking, the network's not carrying it, running around freaking out. Are they trying to give the U.S. cover politically when Israel strikes Iran? Is this all just theater? The smart money is on that. But that's at the top of the pyramid. Below that, there is real hatred for Israel. And this is the experience I've had. I know Israel's diverse, different political parties, different ideas. I have a love-hate relationship with some of the people that are in Israel, some of the things that have been done to me for no reason. There's a lot of bullying because Israel feels like Israel's right, so you better get 100% behind Israel or you're the enemy. That's wrong. And that's why Israel's lost a lot of support in the world. That said, Israel is not the end-all, be-all, only thing on the planet. And I don't mean by the Israelis having that view of themselves. Everybody thinks they're the center of the universe wherever they live at. That's what Texans think. That's what Americans think. That's what Germans think. It's what Chinese think. It's what Mexicans think. That's just normal. I'm talking about people outside of Israel and the Arabs. And all these Arab countries won't let the Palestinians in, won't give them aid. The Palestinians constantly try to overthrow whatever country they're in. I'm not demonizing the Palestinians. I'm just saying they're used as a political football to manipulate everyone, and Israel is held to a higher standard. And it is a religion to hate Israel. So I've got a lot of problems with Israel. Some of the people in Israel, some of the political parties, some of the groups. But at the same time, it's a paradox because I've never experienced more vitriolic hatred as I have from the anti-Israel crowd. They will make stuff up. They will exaggerate. They will lie. Everyone is a Jew. I don't care if your last name's Jones, Richardson, Green, Johnson, Sanchez, Chin. Everyone is a Jew. The Jews are all powerful. They're running everything. I never had success. I wasn't a good talk radio host. I never borrowed a dime, but they claim I'm financed by secret Jewish cabals. It's very frustrating to be included on all the Nazi websites out there and white supremacist websites, photoshopped in at Jewish events, literally, fake videos, you name it, that I'm some Israeli agent. Never been to Israel. I do want to travel there. It's amazing, I'm told, to see all that history. I want to go to Syria. That's got even more ruins and Roman stuff. So I'm just sick of all the ignorance, basically. And I'm tired of sitting here watching the anti-Israel crowd degenerate by the minute, and then Israel feeling like it's totally encircled, getting more and more out of control, and all these nuclear weapons. This is a dangerous situation. I want prosperity. And when you really study politics and how the world works, you find out Israel has been as bad as the U.S. or Germany or England, 3 of the worst, 4 of the worst, I guess, at secret testing. And by the way, Israel didn't get caught doing testing on Arabs. They got caught testing on Jews. Sephardic Jews, which genetically are true, undisputed Jews. They are a proto-genetic group, pre-Arab, before African invasions of much of the Middle East. Because that's what an Arab is part Anglo, part Asian, and part African. That's just a fact. That's what Arabs are, is a hybrid. And if you look at Sephardic Jews, they have a genetic template that predates from bones they've dug up to about 6,000 to 7,000 years ago in that region of groups pretty much out of Europe. What is Europe today? So you have this whole argument about Ashkenazi Jews and the anthropology, and they're not really Jews because they're from what's Georgia today or north of Georgia. It's Europeans, ladies and gentlemen. And then you've got later permutations of Jews in Babylonian captivity, in Egyptian captivity, and other captivities. And so you do have an Arab line of genetics in the Jews. But that's who they are. So when you get into this more ancient text claiming there's these lost tribes in Europe, that's because that's what's so ridiculous about all this, is that Jews, original Jews, are just Europeans in the Middle East. And then you've got just all of this idiocy. It is just pure, absolute idiocy. And then the modern Jews are part Arab, So being anti-Semitic means being anti-Arab too. It's just all, the public is so ignorant about this, and the governments play us off against each other. I'm going to give the number out, 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. I want your take on it.